Hey guys, I hope you enjoy this special video that I brought over from my life coaching channel just so that we can spark discussion on various life topics, because country music is all about life, especially traditional country, those snippets of life, and that's what my videos are about. So I hope you enjoy this. Leave your comments and we'll go from there. Have a great day, guys. Keep rocking the country. Keep rocking to life. Do you want to see if you're prejudiced or biased racially, politically, theologically, any social group? Well, here's a good way of discovering where you stand. It's a personal test for yourself. Nobody's going to see it, but it will show you how you process things and where your sticking points are. And it's this. Read quotes. You could go online. You could get a book of quotes. Order off of Amazon or go to Barnes & Noble or wherever they have books. Get a book of quotes. And as you turn the page, cover up the name of the person who said what it is you're reading. And read the quote and see if you agree with it or disagree with it. And then see the name. Do this enough times, like hundreds of times, and you'll come to see, wow, you probably will discover that you agree with people whom you dislike or whom you think you dislike more than you think. For instance, let's say you're a fundamentalist Christian, and in you it's like, Jesus is the way, and he's the only one who ever revealed truth, and that's how I go. And then you read a quote, and it happens to be by a non-Messianic Jew, or an atheist, or a Buddhist, or a whateverist. And if you read it and you find you like it, you're like, yeah, I agree with that. And then you find out it was somebody not part of your own group who said it. That will show you that will help you work your way out of your own biases and prejudices and the walls that you've built up. One of the things that you can do, one of the things to pay attention to is if you're reading a quote, and early on you might find this happening. You're reading a quote and you find yourself thinking, all right, was this likely a Democrat or a Republican? And because let's say you're a Democrat and you're like, but if this is a Republican, there's no way I'm agreeing with this. Or let's say you're a Republican and you suspect, well, maybe it's a Democrat. I'm no way I'm agreeing with it because I don't agree with anything. Well, you'll learn from that experience, that discomfort that you've imposed upon yourself. There is absolutely nothing wrong with agreeing with something that you fundamentally, in principle, agree with. Very simple. And the thought processes that go on in trying to assess this, they're wonderful revelations. But if you look at enough quotes without knowing who said it, you'll start to realize that you do have these walls built, and you'll start to break them down. You'll be like, well, that was a black person who said that, and I used to be prejudiced, but I agree with that. Maya Angelou said this, or Barack Obama, or whoever, or Charles Barkley, whoever you may be thinking, or a white person said something, and you totally, whatever, or Hispanic, or Mexican, or whatever you may be thinking, are your sticking points, and you'll find there's a commonality over time. So I'm not just going to say prejudice and bias is all horrible. We all have our football teams that we like, and that's sort of a form of acceptable bias. But if you want to become a more accepting person in society, a kinder person, and you want to not have these sticking points and you want to find the good in others, then when you read these quotes, if you like it and it happened to be somebody you formerly disliked, it's okay to like that quote and then that person said it. It doesn't mean you have to turn around and love that person, invite them to dinner and send a check to their political or religious or whatever is organization to which they belong. But to deny yourself the acceptance of something that you yourself believe in because someone else said it, that part of a group that you don't like, that's a mistake. Because not everybody's all bad, not everybody's all good. So what you'll find is two things. One, not only will you find yourself agreeing with people whom you formerly thought you just had nothing in common with and could not possibly like, But you'll also find that people who you would consider to be like part of your group, that you actually disagree with some of their positions on things. And that's okay. That's what it is to be human. We all have way more to our names than our political party, our religion, our race, or whatever. We're all human beings. And as pithy as that may sound, we each have our own signature on this world. So to relegate ourselves to an R next to our name, or a D, or whatever religion or nationality is way too simplistic. And just by reading people's quotes, you'll see Lao Tzu, you'll see Maya Angelou, you'll see, you'll see Plato, you'll see all kinds of people. And you'll find yourself gradually, if you make that decision to become a kinder person, if that's your goal, this will begin to open things up for you on how to battle yourself to become that kinder or more accepting person. It doesn't mean you're going to go to dinner with everybody. You haven't got time to do that. It doesn't even mean you're going to embrace their overall theology or politics or views on anything. But it will show you that you have more in common, and that might begin to break down some of the walls when you're interacting with somebody. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. A couple a day, or however you want to approach it. You'll see the fight that you've got in there to hold on to. Oh no, I cannot like that because fill in the name of the group said it. And over time, you can make yourself start to just embrace the words on a page, regardless of whose name is attached to it. And if you find out that it was somebody whom you generally dislike, it's okay still to like that quote and respect that person for that quote. You don't have to respect them for everything they stand for, but you can begin to break out of the limitations that you've imposed on yourself. So there you go. I welcome your comments. If you'd like to talk to me personally too, because I do life coaching and I do help people with various things in life, not just bias and prejudice, but hard times, whether it's divorce or anything. The information is below, and then we can go from there. So thank you for watching, and I hope your life just gets more peaceful. Have a good day.